Hi there, good morning and welcome to Transform Your Business episode 6. And this week we're talking all about the expectations your customers have of what you're going to deliver them in your products and services and how you can shape those expectations. Last week we talked about how you attract qualified leads to the business. Those are the perfect customers for your products and services. And to get those right leads, the perfect leads for you, you need to be really clear about who your customer is. And the more you know about your customer, the better the experience you can offer, the better you can serve their needs. And to be absolutely clear, it's easier to get them to buy stuff from you without having to sell to them if you know more about them. So what is your sales process? What is the process you have, the simple steps you take to take someone from being somebody who doesn't know anything about your products, that person you've attracted, to becoming a really good customer who's a raving fan of yours? Because once you've got a lead, you've got to convert them to becoming that paying customer. You've got to take them through simple steps to get them into doing just that. And one of the things we always want to have is more knowledge about our customer. We always want to know more about them. And it's really important to be able to identify objections they might have towards doing business with you. And it may not be a personal thing about you, it may be concerns they've got about themselves, it may be risks they haven't foreseen, lots of issues may be going on, their emotional state will be one of them, that could get in the way of them actually purchasing from you now. They may want to purchase from you later, and you need to understand what that is. And it's also important to be able to set their expectations, because if you really understand what it is they're expecting from you and what it is they need and want to have, then your sales process can deal with that in a much more effective way. So what we want to be sure about is that we don't oversell to our customers. We don't make them promises that we can't keep. You want to be known as a business that creates promises and delivers on those promises, because then your customers are going to get to know, like and trust you quicker, and that relationship's going to get deeper. But remember, they will have expectations that you won't have created. They'll have expectations from what other people have said, from their own experiences, from their history, from their background. Their expectations are going to be there when they come to your business. So you've got to make sure you understand what they are. And we want to look at how we can influence the expectations that our customers have of us so that we can set them up properly to experience our products and services. And if we do that, we know what they're going to expect. It makes it really easy to deliver the extraordinary bit of the service. Just that little bit. It doesn't have to be a big thing to make it extraordinary. It just has to be a little bit extra. And the little bit extra is only going to happen when you really understand what your customers are expecting beforehand, and when you set them up to expect precisely what you're going to deliver them. So, are you clear about what your customers expect from you? Are you clear about their pre-expectations before they've interacted with you, before they've got to know you? And what you really want to be clear about is the expectations they may have that you know you cannot deliver, because you need to handle that in your objections. You need to get that out of the way so that that doesn't become an issue. So they're clear that you're not going to deliver something, you have your reasons why, and you can get them to understand that actually by delivering what you can deliver, they're going to get the solution they want. So that expectation needs to be removed. And the one thing that we can do this in, or the process that we can use in this, is in the way we onboard or induct a customer into our business. That is setting up their expectations before we deliver our products and services. And you really want to be clear of how you want your customer to feel emotionally at the start of the process that you're going to deliver, because everybody's business is different. Okay, so every single person is going to have their customer feeling a different way at the start of their business process. And you've got to be really clear what that is, because that's how you want to get your customer to arrive at that door, because then you are delivering your products and services to the emotion that you expect them to have. So you've got to work out how much you've got to do for a simple transaction. So your products and services may be just a simple transaction. So how much do you have to do to set them up just to buy a product, for example? Or it may be a project. It may have a long time frame. It could be, let's say you're going to do a 3-month project. Well, where do you need them to be at the beginning of that project? What onboarding process do you need to do to make sure they're in the right place at the beginning of that project before you start to deliver your products and services? And it may be a service. So, for example, a consulting service like me, I need to know that I've got my client at the right place so that I can start delivering my work so that I can take them on the journey to get them to where they want to get to. And you've really got to know where that place is, and you've got to get your customer to that place, because if you don't, you're going to start delivering something or proposing something that they're not ready to receive, whether that's just a simple transaction, whether that's a long-term project or a particular service that you offer. And services, again, can be spread over a long period of time, so you need to be able to set them up to expect the services you're going to deliver. And you want to be extraordinary for your customer. You want to over-deliver for your customer. But a very good friend of mine once made that goal of his business to over-deliver, and he was very successful at over-delivering at the cost of his profit because he was over-delivering too much. You don't need to deliver too much. You just need to deliver a little bit more than your customers are expecting, that gives them that moment of wow, that joy, that, oh wow, that was a bit extra. I feel like I've been really looked after. And that's something that's very simple to do if you understand what's going on. And what it is being able to exceed the expectations that you've set them up to expect from you. So your sales process has got to set up your customers' expectations. You've got to set them up to expect exactly what you're going to deliver, and then you are able to add that little bit extra. And this bit I call expectations, this part of the customer journey, is absolutely vital, and it's true for every single type of business. It's not any, if you're selling a product as a transaction, if you're selling a project or a process or a service, it's true for all of them. But you have to be really clear what it is that you want to deliver, the process you're going to take them through, and then be able to add that little bit extra. Now, next week, we're going to deep dive into delivery, the delivering part of this customer experience, the customer journey, the part where you actually deliver your product, your service, your project, whatever it is you do, your expertise, your transformation starts at delivery. So we've talked about attraction, we've talked about expectations, and now we're going to talk about delivery. And the final part at the end, the 4th week, is going to be all about nurture. So today, I want you to be really focusing on the expectations you set up for your customers. And if you've got any challenges or questions, please pop them into the Facebook group. Use the resources in there from week 1. You've seen resources for this month. They're all in there. Go and download them. You've got the avatar sheets. You've got the actual customer journey sheets in there. Use those and help design your customer journey, because you are 100% in charge of the experience that you offer your customers. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week, and put some questions in the group. I look forward to answering them. Bye for now.